So this is the current state of my library. I'm in the process of weeding out some of the books. Here is the main set of bookcases. Those are the ones that I'm going to be working on, but first I need to work on this one. You can see I've kind of already started. This is the box of books that I will most likely be getting rid of. I will be going through this stack of books, that stack of books, and I will be going through all of this. This was originally my bookcase of books that I read, and so I want to go through this one first in order to get some of the ones that I won't reread off the shelves, so that I can then put some of these books that I will keep on the shelves so that I can make room for other books. And then once this section is done in the library, we will put books on Pango. So I will have a link in the description for that if you want to check it out. Once this section is done, then we move to all of these. My goal is to possibly get off all of these books off the top down into the shelves if they're being kept, so that I can possibly store some of my Legos up there. And so yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to go through. You can see like all of my plush and knickknacks that I had on the shelves are now on the table with the Cullen house. So we gotta you know, clean up the library a little bit. So I want to go through books to weed them out, and then we'll go from there. Let's get started. I will probably time-lapse this coming up, so hopefully you won't be too bored. So, real quick update. I am practically done. As you can see, I have the 2 empty shelves there, so I'll be able to move this stuff up. But I think, to be honest, and I even moved things down, so as you can see, there are no books up here on the top. I moved everything down. And so everything got shifted down one. We still have the books here. So I will be able to move these books up to the top shelf and then subsequently move these books up and move these books up. But I believe this shelf will still be empty. I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know if I want to put my wrapped books there because I temporarily moved them to the bedroom, or if I want to kind of clear out my TBR cards and rearrange that a bit. But guys, I'm pretty sure I have like over 100 books that are gonna be unhauled. And so that will be in a separate video, but let's finish up this section here. And then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. As you can see, that is a whole empty shelf, and you saw that I put a bookmark there, or like a book end piece, and so I have 1 3/4, or I guess 1 2/3, however you want to look at it. I have space. Now, I do have some books right here on the floor. Those will be in a future video, or you may have already seen them in a video at this point. I'll never tell. But I am done, so let's take a look at all of the library. So here is the first bookcase. I will tell you that, as you can see, I don't know if you can see the one all the way in the back there, but they are books in front of books. I did this temporarily so that I could see, one, how much I have read and how much I'm keeping. But I'm also, like, I'm happy that this got emptied out. This all is going to be temporary because eventually these will be organized over into these shelves. Because like I said, this is just the first weed through. So, because I want to get these books down onto the shelves. But I will say that I think I did pretty well. And I think I'm going to add these books over here at the end. And then I will go through and make sure that everything is alphabetized. But if I carefully step back, this is what my shelves look like so far. After I did today's weeding, which you would have seen time-lapsed. That's what they look like. Now you're probably asking, Alicia, why aren't you moving these up? These are all of my, like, writing, craft, and books and such. So I won't move those up, mainly because that's like their little section. All of my fiction would go from this shelf up and over. But this is what my shelves looks like without all the knickknacks, guys. And you can see I was able, these were actually up here on the top, so I moved them down, moved those over, kind of put, there was 2 more that I added to the pile, and then I put there's one diamond painting and a watercolor up on top, and then that gives these guys more space. I will probably add 1 more plushie up there if I can find him. And then, like I said, there will be some more books that are added here, but I don't think I will like fill up the rest of this. And so I still have 1 empty, which I might just put some of the plushes in. Or I might house my Fast and Furious cars in there until I can put the shelves up. But this is what it looks like so far, guys. And I'll show you what I weeded out. So I don't know if you can see it, but there is a cardboard box there. There's books in there, and then you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piles outside of the box. So I don't know the grand total of how many books I am weeding out yet, but I think I may do that in a separate video. Now you may be asking why that one is there. It's because I had a duplicate copy. So there is a duplicate copy of that one. I have, the other copy I have is the very light blue sprayed edged hardcover. So yeah, that is all I've got for today.